Hi. Um, I'm alive, and um, sorry I haven't been updating on the channel at all. But as you can see, I've been outside, which is totally funny. I drove to the park to record this video, because it's nice outside. Finally, it's fall, and I've had all summer to do conventions and travel and do a bunch of stuff. I don't know what I want to talk about on this channel too much, other than like comics, I guess. I think this might just be like me wanting to find somewhere to talk. With the state of the world right now, feels really. It feels kind of suffocating on the internet sometimes. I feel like pressure to perform or post a lot, so I haven't really been doing that here. It's also just so much effort to edit a video, and low-key I kind of just want to like just start talking and just like let whatever happens happen, and that might low-key be like the future of the channel at this point, because I want to come as authentically as possible, I guess. The park is beautiful today. I was gonna sit around at my apartment complex, but there were bees in the grass, and I was like, I can't do this because I'm scared of bees. I don't want to get stung or nothing. So I ended up going to the park, and it's been cool so far. Went on a nice little walk, listening to all the birds and the river and kids playing and people talking and dogs and all that. It's been really nice just kind of be outside. So, anyway, I have no notes. I literally forgot all of my shit that I was gonna show y'all. I don't care. Whatever. I'll edit it in later. So, I guess the big question is, where have I been? Where have you been? Why haven't you been posting? Kenny, I'm looking at you. My friend Kenny. Kenny, this video is for you, really. Where have I been? I've been outside, enjoying myself, because making fishbone was really. Let me just adjust here real quick. So I've been outside, been traveling, going to conventions, tabling, successfully and actually unsuccessfully. Dating successfully and unsuccessfully, living life. It's good to go outside to do stuff, and like fill your coffers, as my professor would have said. As artists, I think we like to pride ourselves on like being inside a lot and being antisocial or whatever. I don't do very much. I don't go out. I just draw all day and I watch TV. And it's like, yeah, that's cool, but like, you should go outside. You should go outside. It's important to do that. You get some life experiences to write about. And I guess that's what I've been doing. I've also been recovering a bit because writing Fishbone was pretty tumultuous, honestly. That project really took me through some things, which was really good, but also in the space in which I was creating was really, I'm not there anymore, if that makes sense. So, oh, a butterfly. Oh, it's gone. Okay. I thought it was a bee. So, yeah, the space in which I've been creating has been pretty bad. And I'm not there anymore, so I want to be able to create in a space that matches like where I'm at right now. And I think I might be ready to start creating again. Fishbone took a lot out of me. It was so like grating towards the end. I was like so ready to be done with it. And I'll have a video. I've got all this stuff recorded like from in the past. I just haven't edited it anyway. But I have some thoughts about making Fishbone, and I'll have that video at some point. Yeah, that project was pretty hard on my mental towards the end. I have been working on it for like way too long. I think it's possible to work on a project for like way too long, and I was definitely working on that project for too long. It was like a year that I made it. It took for me to make it from like last March to this past March, just way too long. In total, probably working hours, probably like maybe 6, give or take 6 to 8 months actual working time, which I think is kind of where I want to aim at, like full-time working. That's pretty okay. Okay, so I just wanted, after Fishbone, I was like, I'm doing conventions, I'm showing this comic places, and I'll be traveling a lot, so I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to really like work. And what I ended up deciding is that like during the summertime, I want to like be outside. I want to be outside during the summertime when it feels good and it's hot and I can go to the pool and people are doing things, people are out of school, you know, like things are open. There's shows to go to, because I'm always, you know, if you know me or whatever, maybe if you don't know me, I'm always out at the, you know, punk shows, and I'm in the scene in Charlotte, so it's fun. I like doing that stuff, and there's more things to do during the summertime. I don't want to be inside stuck drawing, and it's also a good time for me to get out, get to know people, show my face, do conventions. Like, that's the circuit, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I think my cycle will be, as it starts to get colder, start thinking about a new project to take me through the winter time, through the winter months, because it's really hard for me in the winter time. Anybody out there with seasonal depression? I got seasonal depression. Although it might just be like a constant thing. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, no, like the winter time is like pretty difficult for me, so I want to have an art project to work on. So that's what I'm going to do. And once it starts getting warmer again, I need to finish up that project so I can go get outside. That's my motivation. So what have I been doing? What was my summer? Let's just start there, I guess. Actually, let's just start from like the last video I posted. The last video I posted was me drawing for my birthday, and usually I like to try to like do something for my birthday, like draw or make a little animation or something. I've been like super lazy about it. I think I missed a year this past year, which sucked, but not this year or the year before. It's like once a year, it's whatever. I want to like continue that because it's kind of fun to see like my progress or whatever. So after that, I was finishing Fishbone, really. I was just really finishing Fishbone most of the time. And, like, towards the end, like, it was, like, March, and I had not quite finished it yet. And I was like, man, it's, like, been a year, almost a year. It would be really great to finish this, like, you know, book into year, right? I'm watching bees in the grass right now. This sucks. There's bees in the grass here, too. There's bees everywhere. I know we're supposed to save the bees, but I don't mess with bees too tough. Anyway. Bees in the grass. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I was just finishing Fishbone, and I finished it in March, and I was like super ready for that project to be done. There's a couple pages I'm not crazy about because I was like, you could kind of tell I was really ready for it to be over. And what's crazy is that I left some of the harder pages for last, which was like against my own personal rules to not do that. Anyway. Yeah, so that was done, and then I tabled at Heroes Con, so that was really great. And I think I've got some videos about that. Tabled at Atlanta, and I think I've got some videos about that. Atlanta Con, well, let me start. Heroes Con was really great. I felt incredibly grateful to be selected for Indie Island, which is pretty exclusive. This is like one of those things that you get picked for. Incredibly grateful. I believe Seth, I cannot remember her last name right now. Edit me. What is it? Thank you. incredibly grateful to Seth for picking me for. Oh no! Go away! Shoo! Shoo! Go away! Oh my gosh! Hey, so I was worried about bees in the grass, and I forgot about spiders, so that was great. Let me hurry the fuck up, because everything's freaking me out here. No. So I was selected for Artist Alley. That was really great for Heroes Con. And then I went to Atlanta Con next month, and I learned so much from Atlanta Con. For comparison, Heroes Con, I did really well. I made all my money back and some to spare. I went to Atlanta Con and I flopped. I flopped really hard. Sorry, I got my eye on this big ass spider over here. Go away. Oh my lord. I did bad. I did really bad at Atlanta Con. Actually, I made like damn near no money. I didn't even make my table money back. I left a day early. It was a 3-day convention, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I left Saturday afternoon because I was trying to cut my losses. I drove to Atlanta. My mom lived 40 minutes from the city, and I was like, I'm not doing this. And I there might be some people, oh, why would you quit? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you got to learn to cut your losses. I cut my losses. I knew I wasn't going to make any money the next day, even if people were really ready to spend their money. It just wasn't cutting it. And I think it was like that for most other people too, most artists. But the thing with Atlanta Con is that like half of it's celebrities. And then like a third of it is vendors. And then the other little sliver is artists. So I had a little bit of an ego moment there because I thought I was going to do as good as I did at Heroes Con. But I didn't. So I had a little moment where I was pretty upset actually. I felt like I wasn't a good artist, and I felt like I just like wasted my time, I wasted my money, but that was in July and it's October now and I've got some distance from that. And I realized that, I mean, you gotta fail sometimes to gain. And it wasn't really a fail, I flopped, but I learned. So I know like, hey, maybe going to more indie shows might be the move, you know. That's like what I do, you know what I mean? I make some fan art here and there, but I'm not necessarily interested in selling any fan art. I want to sell my own stuff. So, and that's been pretty successful so far, which has been cool. Actually at Heroes Con, Fishbone sold the most. Like I think I sold like 12 or 13 copies of Fishbone, which was like huge, dude. I didn't even think anybody was gonna buy it. I had people that were like, oh, that's really cool. What is that from? And I was like, it's from my story. Or they weren't even asking where it was from. They were like, I want that. And I was like, really? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, that is from my story. Like, that's crazy. Like, you don't even know what this is. You just think it looks cool. Let's do it. There's a bee in the grass. I don't like this. Yeah, dude. I don't want to say dude. I just, y'all, whatever. Whoever's watching. Oh, I gotta go. Freak out. Don't freak out. We good? Okay. Like I told y'all, bees in the grass. Okay, I'm really like deadass trying to like hurry this up so I could get out of here. This is bees in the grass. Speed running a little bit. Been leveling up as a human being. I've learned so many lessons. What do I want to do going forward? Let's see. What do I want to do going forward? So for this channel, I want to just talk. I think I'm going to just talk. I'm going to update whenever I want and whenever I can about stuff I think is interesting, stuff I find. I want to do movie recommendations and movie reviews because I love movies. And I think me personally, like watching stuff on YouTube, I've gravitated towards like, I don't know, people just randomly talking about stuff in their life. I don't know. I got like recommended a video about this guy who's like, I'm a 35-year-old loser. This is something I would do in my 20s. And I'm like, that's nuts, dude. I would have never found it if it weren't for the algorithm mostly, but also like it was just kind of interesting. And I've started finding more and more creators and artists as well who are just making videos about life, I guess. And it's authentic. I think in the way the internet is working right now, it sucks. It super sucks. This AI shit is all over the place. It's just gonna get worse. I even hesitate posting most of the time. I think like next year I really just want to back away from the internet a lot and post when I want to and be outside more and create more. I miss when I was just creating things like as a kid. I would just sit for hours and hours just drawing and drawing and drawing. And that's what I want to do again. And what I realized, I wasn't on social media that much. Social media wasn't as addicting as it was before either. I just want to make. And I want to make for fun because I think over this year I learned that, like, I hated making for a little while. I feel like I had to make for art, like make for money. And I don't want to make art for money. I want to do it for fun again. I want to learn how to have fun making art again. In the space that I'm at right now, I love art. Comics is my career. I'm really coming up. I'm genuinely coming up for real. Like, I'm really excited about this. I'm going to England in November for Thought Bubble Comic Convention, which is super fire, bro. But like, that's a whole other thing in itself. I'll probably post after that and everything. It's exciting, but I don't want to make for money. I want to go to these conventions and I want to make money, but I also want to create, and I want to connect. I want to connect bad, because that's ultimately the goal. That's always been the goal when I go to these conventions, is to try and connect, regardless if I make money or not. Even at AtlantaCon, when I didn't make any money, but I met some really cool people though. The people I was tabled next to, the people across the aisle were really nice. Oh, dude, I totally forgot. I've been making music, which has been cool. This summer I've been learning guitar some more. That's been really awesome. I've always played guitar since I was 12, on and off for a very, very long time. But since I've been out of school and I got settled in my apartment and everything and kind of just had like some real stability, I was like, okay, I'm gonna actually sit here and like learn this instrument. So I've been learning guitar, which is pretty cool. Very, very hard, difficult instrument. I don't recommend it, not at all. I don't recommend learning guitar at all. It's really hard. But it's been great. I got invited to jam a little bit in like a week, so I'm gonna jam with some people I know or kind of know, whatever. We'll see how it goes. It should be cool. Well, I think we'll probably make some punk music. I love punk music, so that's like my thing. Man, what else? What else has been going on? Not a lot, I guess. Well, it's a lot. It's been a lot. It's just a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I don't really feel like talking about here, and I'm trying to like keep some sort of like privacy to a certain degree on this channel, or like some sort of cohesiveness theme wise. I don't want to like talk about my personal life on this channel. That's not what this is about. Art wise, I'm ready to create. I'm ready to get back in the studio, and I'm ready to I'm ready to talk, I guess, if that makes sense. Through my artwork, I'm ready to talk. Fucking bugs everywhere. What the hell is that? Get out of here. Is that, bro? There's so many weird bugs out here. Anyway, yeah. So I'm ready to create. I'm ready to get back in the studio. I'm ready to like talk. I'm ready to say something. I'm ready to start studying some more. Art-wise, I'm ready to level up. I'll scroll on Instagram. Oh my god, that's so cool. This person's making such a cool artwork. I wish I could draw like that. Bitch, you have a degree. Go fucking do it. Do it. Just fucking do it. What are you doing? Like, get out of your head and actually do that shit. And it's like, I gotta do that to myself, because there's no professors anymore. There's no teachers. There's no parents. There's no pressure. Like, it's literally all me now. Everything I'm not doing is a choice. So I've been choosing not to work. I've been choosing not to get better, and I want to get better. So I'm going to choose to start studying, making style guides, maybe not style guides, but printing out inspiration and stuff, and actually drawing from artists I love, and drawing from a place. I want to start making shit where I'm like, yeah, that looks cool as fuck. I love that. I wish I could draw like that, and I drew that. I need to get the fuck back in the studio. And I'm ready to get back in the studio. And I'm ready to start making some shit. And I want to take y'all along with it. Probably just going to be me talking and yapping and shit. I'm going to try and record when I'm drawing as much as possible. And then I'll just have like a better script maybe talking about what I'm doing. But so that's the state of play right now. That is that's what I've been doing this summer, and I think I might just start uploading like this. Just yap into the camera. I don't really know anyway, but yeah, I want to make. I'm an artist. And I thought I only had to be an illustrator, but I like making music. It's fun. It's weird. It's hard. It's also really expensive. Music is very expensive, but I like it and it's fun. And I'm a rounded artist. Those experiences that I have experienced this summer, I will take into my writing and comic making in the winter. And I think that's how I want my life to go. And I think it's important to create. You should be creating right now. Despite all the bad stuff happening in the world, you should be creating. AI's on the rise, girl. Get in there. Get in that studio and make some handmade shit. You gotta get in there. Because if you're not doing it, a computer will, and it will look like shit, and we can't just be having stupid shit out in the world. I'm coming up on 25 in January, and I'm starting to think about like what I want for my life, I guess. So, I gotta get in there. It's not gonna come to me. I have to go to it, or at least make it happen. And by it, I mean my dreams. I gotta make it happen. I have to. You have to too. If you have dreams, get the fuck out there and do that shit. What the fuck are you doing sitting on your couch scrolling on TikTok? I'm also talking to me about this. I'm scolding you and I'm scolding me too. Get the fuck off TikTok. Start making artwork. Start making music. Start writing. Get in there. The world's only getting more commercial. It's only getting more marketable. Get weird, bitch. Start getting fucking weird. Start finding that niche community, bitch. Like, get in there. This video is really long. There's so many bees in the grass, and I want to go home to start making some stuff. Start chopping this video down a little bit. It's beautiful outside right now. Get outside. Sit outside and do nothing. Buy a hammock. Put it between some trees. Hang out. I might do that, actually. I might do that at some point. That is the state of play right now. And that's what I've been doing this summer. I'll probably edit down some of those videos about HeroesCon and AtlantaCon and my stuff about Fishbone at a later date. It takes a lot for me to edit. That shit is editing is crazy. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Hope you guys are doing good. I'll see you in the next video whenever I post. Yeah, bye.